So, it's star date 12/3/2018. And I'm just going to go over a couple of things this morning. I've been listening to quite a few people this morning. And it's funny, what happened to Anonymous? Huh? What happened to Anonymous? And all of a sudden, QAnon, whatever, pops in. All secretive shit. And everybody's trusting what the Anonymous was saying at one time. Now it's Mr. Q. What's it going to be? Mr. Bond next? I mean, seriously. And here's my thoughts on this. People, you're going to take this wrong, but you're very easily manipulated. Yeah, and I know you think you can't be because you think you're smart, and you probably are smart. But these people are smarter. I'm telling you. They've been at this game longer than you have. You know, I've been following this stuff for a better of 40 years. And who got me on this was somebody that was on it for 60 years that was born in 1915, which that person that taught that person was born in the 1800s and was 5 years old when the Civil War broke out. So I would tend to think that I've been following a long path of information for a lot longer than most of you people out there, by far. And I can tell you from what I've been watching, they've got you right exactly. I mean, exactly where they want you. And you can argue tooth and nail all day long with me that I'm wrong. But mock the man who truth does speak, that's all I'll say. And everybody's nitpicking at everything and complaining about this and that. The true reality here is, ladies and gentlemen, action is going to be the only source that fixes this. Not some other party, meaning that some guy you voted in is going to fix the problems that you want them to fix. If you're not willing to fix the problems yourself and be involved, it won't turn out well. It's not going to turn out well. If you look at wars, a very small percentage of human beings participate in these wars. The rest of all of society on the globe has to deal with it. So that's gang warfare on a global scale. What we got going on right now is called elite turf warfare. And us little peons are caught in the middle of it. Then they propagandize us and get us to fight against ourselves. Who's right, who's wrong, racial shit, sexual shit, drugs, our rights, and blah, 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 while they continue to do what they do and set the world stage. These people are nobody different than you. They're not special, and they're not even lower than you. The problem is they're psychopaths. Anybody that seeks any power, including the fucking orange-haired Trump guy in the office, seeks power is a psycho-fucking-path. And that is a fucking fact. You know, somebody didn't come to him and ask him to be the president. All of us didn't go to him. He just popped up on the stage. Mr. Playboy Mansion, fucking I have a room there himself. Yes. So, I mean, do you really know who you're dealing with? No, you don't. You don't know who you're really dealing with. You've heard of him. You didn't follow him. You didn't even know him back when he was on TV as an actor. and Trump University. Yeah. What happened to all that? What happened in Atlantic City? And who bailed him out? Find out who bailed him out twice. And then you'll see who he is beholden to. And I'll guarantee you, he's beholden to the 2 times that he'd been bailed out. Now, I could tell you all kinds of things, but the shock and awe, I swear in my life, you'd never listen to me again because you'd think I was so out of the fucking world. Yeah. It's unfortunate that you need to be fed little increments of information at a time because most people can't handle the truth. And the reason for that is that we're all ensnared from birth and we're programmed because our parents are programmed and then we go to school, government programming, education centers. And by the time that somebody actually does catch you and does start to talk some truth into your ears, you can't believe it because you're already so programmed. Your mental capacity can't articulate what you're talking about. 1 second. I gotta have that Java. So, and again, you know, it's like the person that showed me what was really happening back when I was 14 years old. And I'm in my mid-50s now. I was like, wow, really? Because I thought that we lived in the perfect country, I swear, because of school. We fought this revolution. The good guys won. Well, I hate to break your story, but the good guys haven't never won in human history. Everyone that has a statue, that's a bad guy. Haven't you figured that out yet? I mean, seriously. You need to seriously, if you're going to get into what we call a truth movement, you need to look at all of reality and see what it really is telling you. The fucking information is right in front of your face. That is, if you're not programmed. The statues are of criminals. Don't you realize this? 90% of all statues out there are of the criminals, the ones that were some general or some Caesar or whatever. They were brutal psychopaths. Yes. And governments are a collective of psychopaths. Like I said, only fucking the strangest psychotic fucking person wants to be in power. Yes. Yes. And needless to say, someday, when this is all over with, people might start to see what really truly happened to us. We've been like captured, like roaming animals. Yep. Through the centuries, the tribal people have been collected up and reprogrammed. It's why when they got here to the United States of America, and one of the biggest genocide that happened in the last probably 500 years, and the Jews don't hold a fucking goddamn candlestick to that shit. But needless to say, they knew because these people hadn't been indoctrinated whatsoever by the Western fucking society. And they knew they had to murder these people because they weren't going to fucking reprogram them. And that's a fact because they knew their place in this life. They knew who they were. When the Europeans came over here, they didn't know who they were, because the cabal snatched them from their tribes long before and reprogrammed them and farmed them in their communities. Yes. They, like I said, they got you exactly where they want you, and you think not. That's the same thing. Like it says in Scripture, and I'm not a big Bible person, that the all bad guy will make you believe that he doesn't exist. Well, they're doing the same thing. That's why the bad guy is in power, because you think that the bad guy can't get there. Not in this system. The bad guy couldn't be the president or the vice president or whatever. And that wasn't directed to our current one sitting in office. It was in a general statement. Excuse me again. So, once you realize this, that it's a fucking it's a stage show, baby. I started noticing this when I was a teenager. Just watching the news, you could tell these people are fucking lying out their ass on very important things. Not about the car accident in your local town. They're not going to lie about that. There's nothing to gain or hide from doing that. That actually might be real reporting. Unless it was a very important person that got in a car accident and they suicided him, but they're going to claim something else. That the brakes went bad or whatever. I guarantee you, and I keep saying this, you keep playing these people's game, the majority are still going to be the loser. And tell you, pretty much, I'm just going to be blunt about it, take them out. This ain't going to change. I don't know how you're going to take them out. That's been my question all my life. How in the fuck are we going to take these fucking criminals out? And actually be the good guys for once. All of them at the top. We've been being genocided for centuries. Ladies and gentlemen, the average person has been slaughtered. Slaughtered by our own people. We slaughter each other for these people. We never slaughter them. When in history are we going to read a piece of history that all the elites, all the powerful people got all slaughtered by the fucking people? Because the people just got fucking tired of the fucking upper echelon criminals calling themselves good guys. And we've been believing it for too long of a fucking time. So, needless to say, again, everybody's just talking about the symptoms of the problem. Where is this problem stemming from? From the very top. Shit rolls downhill, people. You keep voting, you keep doing this shit. Nothing's gonna change, man. I haven't seen any really change. It's getting worse. You know, I feel bad I had kids and I got grandkids. Because they're gonna have to live in this shithole fucking society that it isn't gonna turn around. I'm sorry. And no fucking miracle out of the sky is going to come fix it all. I don't give a shit what you people think. So, keep going down this road. Continue to exactly do what they look. They do things in a mannerism that when you respond, it's all in how you react. It's all in the response. Everything is all in the response. So they know what to do to get you to respond in the mannerism that they want you to respond. Believe that. So when you get out there and you start picketing and all this shit, that's exactly what they want you to do. And you're too fucking stupid to believe that and understand that. You think that I'm gonna do this and I got this movement rolling on. Ah, shit, man. whatever. I get out and I walk out and go to work every day, and I just look at the fools. There's so many of them just walking down the fucking, just whatever. It just really, truly does amaze me that people think that they're smarter than them when they've been at it and have a book how to fuck us over. Absolutely. And you don't think so? These people are really good at what they do. Trust me. Really, really good at what they do. Hiding behind some curtain and spewing out information, calling yourself something else than you are, like Anonymous or QNAN or whatever the shit you want to call it. Tell these people come out and expose themselves and expose what's really going on. Sure, give us bits of information that, who would know that shit? Think about it. Who would know that shit? And what do they have to gain from it? It's just like Snow Job. Have we heard from him? Why is he still in Russia? And really, you think that he was going to be able to, again, walk out with all that information and skip from the United States all the way to Russia without getting caught? Go rob a bank and try to get out of the fucking country. Try to go hide in some fucking country and see if they don't catch you. And I'll prove that fucking snow job is a snow job. If they want to catch somebody, believe me, today they can catch it. And they couldn't catch him. That told me right there that was fucking full of shit. Oh, we just got here and he just took off in an airplane. Really? So you couldn't fly before that airplane and then pick him up off the airplane when you got to that country? Really? And how many countries are we occupying that he landed that would have just gave us carte blanche to go after the guy? I mean, come on, people. Are you this fucking goddamn stupid? Really? Really? I think you are. I know you are, because we wouldn't be here in this position if you weren't.